Assassin's Creed Revelations. Tonight we're probably going to do sequences 1, maybe sequence 2. I'll try and keep commentary to a minimum. Oh my gosh, that music. Just drink that in for a moment. I love Jesper Kyd's work. That is not Jesper Kyd. That is Lorne Balfe. The only other work that he really did in Assassin's Creed, he was the main composer for Assassin's Creed 3, which is one of my other favorite soundtracks. There's something haunting in that voice. I love it. Here we go.
We can keep him like this for a few days, maybe a week.
Call ahead. Tell him we're on our way.
As soon as we're clear.
Desmond Miles. Your life has changed so much in so little time. 2 months ago, you were pouring shots for bankers and celebrities. But now look at you. You're an assassin. One of us. One of the good guys. Isn't that nice? Men and women dedicated to protecting and preserving human life and liberty. Not like those Templars. Cold and calculating autocrats, drunk on power, obsessed with order, all that. We're doing our best to stop them. Yeah. Doing our best. But you remember all this, right? You remember the Animus, the machine we used to unravel genetic memories and relive the lives of our ancestors? First, you were Altair, a stoic 12th century assassin from the Holy Land. Then, you were Ezio Auditore, a wealthy Italian with charisma and a talent for revenge. So, what do you three have in common? That's right, the Apple of Eden. That strange artifact left behind by those people. The ones who came before. You know the Apple's power. You felt it for yourself. Oh, it's been fun, hasn't it, Desmond? But that's about to change. Your mind is fragmented, falling to pieces. And if you don't find a way to wake up, you may lose yourself. Forever.
Okay, I shut down the Animus monitoring system to free up a lot of memory, but even like this, it's still risky.
Desmond will be fine. The partition worked, the Animus is stable, and his signs are good.
For now. But this was built to recreate memories, not simulate entire cognitive processes.
The Animus will do its part, and Desmond will do the rest.
What's happening? I can't move. I can't. No! Hello?
Just walk right past me.
16?
No, they didn't tell you my name.
Oh, God damn it, I'm still in the Animus?
Quite a shock you suffered out there.
Rebecca! Get me out of here.
They can't help you, Desmond. You're a broken man. Your mind, it's... broken.
Broken. I feel fine.
So did I.
Hey!
Look at me now! Let's talk, buddy. Walk with me.
What is this place?
It's nice, isn't it? We're in the guts of the Animus. The original test program. No memories here, just basic physics, weather simulations. Hello, world. You're lucky someone up there had the sense to plug you in here. It saved your life.
Saved it from what?
Right now, you should be sitting in a hospital ward, drooling and chewing on your tongue. For now, the Animus is keeping you intact. Keeping all your ancestors from collapsing into one big mess. But if you can't find a sync nexus, all those personalities will smash together. That won't be pretty.
A sync nexus?
I'm getting there, hold on. There. That thing is your way out.
You're screwing with me.
Here's the problem. Your brain is hash. Too many ghosts in your head, too many voices, so how do you fix that? You claw your way back into the stored data, you find unfinished memories, and you crack them open. Finish what you started, until your ancestor has nothing left to show you. That is a sync nexus. And when you find it, the Animus can separate Desmond from Ezio and Altair and send you home. Back to your body.
How do you know all this?
Because it happened to me. But my body, it's worm food now. So I'm stuck here. A word of warning? When you step through there, everything changes. Nothing feels normal. But you are still in control, and it's up to you to find your way out.
Right.
If you hurry, you might make it back in time for Lucy's funeral.
What?
Oh. I thought you knew.
Lucy. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. It was that voice. Juno. She took hold of me. She made me. What am I doing? What have I done?
Revelations. While...
It's Sean.
Oh, I won't
Sean,
interrupt.
what's going on?
Let me talk to him.
Did you... Hold on, I'm putting you on speaker.
Sean, it's William. Is everything taken care of?
Oh, well, hello to you too. For Christ's sakes, man, have some class.
All right, calm down.
Oh, that's rich. Yeah, Lucy's dead, and you want me to act like it's Easter Sunday, do you? How's Desmond, anyway? Giving in?
That's enough, Sean.
What if he's a Templar, Bill? Eh? What if he's been programmed? It's happened before.
No, not Desmond.
Right. You would say that.
Sean.
Claudia, my dearest sister. I have been in Acre a week now, safe and in high spirits, but prepared for the worst. The men and women who have fed and sheltered me here also give me warning that the road to Masyaf is overrun by mercenaries and bandits, not native to this land. What this could mean, I dread to guess. When I first set out from Roma 10 months ago, I did so with a single purpose: to discover what our father did not. In a letter written the year before my birth, He makes mention of a library hidden beneath the stones of Masyav Castle. A sanctum full of invaluable wisdom. So what will I find when I arrive there? Who will greet me? A host of eager Templars, as I fear most strongly. Or nothing but the whistling of a cold and lonely wind. Masyav has not been home to the assassins for almost 300 years now. Can we still claim it for our own? Are we welcome there? I am wary of this fight, Claudia. Not because I am tired, but because our struggle seems to move in one direction only, towards chaos. Today, I have more questions than answers. This is why I've come so far. To find clarity. To find the wisdom left behind by the great Altair. So that I may better understand the purpose of our fight. And my place in it. Should anything happen to me, Claudia, should my skills fail me, or my ambition lead me astray, do not seek retribution or revenge in my memory, but fight to continue the search for truth, so that all may benefit. My story is one of many thousands, and the world will not suffer if it ends too soon.
Old Ezio is the best Ezio. There's a lot of issues, I think, that I have with Revelations, but none of them are really with the story itself. Maybe some pacing issues in the story, but, like, the content of the story is fantastic. There's a lot about Revelations that I just love. It was unfortunate that it lost some of the side content elements that Brotherhood had. It kept most of the essential stuff, but some of the quality side missions that Brotherhood had got dropped in favor of giving side missions for your assassin recruits instead, which, you know, it's a balance, but it's not necessarily an even balance. I loot a lot in Revelations, much like Brotherhood, because you get a lot of stuff, you know, in terms of ammunition and such, but you also get bomb crafting ingredients, and those are always handy to have. So I was saying, I think the gameplay of the modern day in this game is awful. I don't really like the weird platforming stuff they did. I don't think it feels congruous with Assassin's Creed, much like I felt the same way about the floating tablets in Black Flag and Rogue, or the cutscenes in Unity and Syndicate. I really wish we could get back to having a character that controlled in modern day. AC3's probably got the best modern day in any of the games. Oh, poop. I think the story content, you know, fleshing out Desmond's character, providing his backstory, is definitely worth doing. I wish that they'd done it through like flashbacks, like maybe playable flashbacks, or even videos would have been better than the way that they did, where we had just those block puzzles. You know? So I really like the story content of the modern day, not necessarily the presentation. Be right back. Nice.
Hurry! That's the bastard! Cut him off!
Be merciful, please. I am a working man with a family.
Doing what kind of work?
Digging mostly. It took me a year to find this chamber. And for the past 3 months, I've been trying to break through this door.
You've not made much progress.
I have not made a dent. This stone is harder than steel.
I doubt you will. This door is guarding objects more valuable than all the gold in the world.
Ah, do you mean gemstones?
There are keyholes here. Where are the keys?
These Templars found one beneath the Ottoman Sultan's palace. As for the others, I suppose the little book will tell them.
What book?
A journal of some kind. That ugly captain, he carries it with him wherever he goes.
Go home. Find work with honest men.
Oh, I would love to leave this place. But these men, they will murder me if I try.
Pack your tools.
The assassin must not get his hands on that book. When we reach Leandros, we will escort him out of the village. You stay behind and make sure we're not followed. carry on like that. İyi geceler.
I find this tail mission right here to be almost pointless. I think they just wanted to have some gameplay right here in Masyaf itself. But, this cinematic chase here is just fantastic.
None of you leave until the assassin is dead. Do you understand?
Ignore me, Kirilo, but he seems to have found us.
Panic! Panic!
Those guys just kind of stand there and wait to get hit, though.
Behind us! There! You see him? What are you doing? What's that? Down. Die, you bastard!
introduction to the game's bomb system.
Not take your eyes off this road for a moment. Do you understand me? Nothing gets through. Leandros! There! Well, well. Look what crawled out of its hole to die. He's at death's door. Finish him off. Bring me his head, or throw yourselves into the canyon!
This used to be so easy.
I'm really trying to get these haystack kills. They can be gotten. Oh no, I'm gonna die though. Alright, fine. I'll have to get them later. And that should be good enough to lure him there. Get a second haystack kill. Should be able to do the same thing with the other guy. Gotta make it flash red kill. I want to get line of sight again. my knives back. And wait for that guy to come back and patrol by this again, then I'll lure one more guard to a haystack and that'll be full sync. Achieved. He does come back here, doesn't he? Yeah. Looks like somebody else patrols this way too. Or no, that's showing the, what's his name? Him by here. Our target.
Have you lost your mind? Be gone from here. Don't let him get away! Slippery bastard. We searched the area.
There's our 5. Alright. Ezio can barely walk. When he gets in the fight, he's got that little burst of speed and he can do it just fine.
Could it be that you are every bit as deadly as the legends say? Or am I in charge of an army of drunks swinging sticks? Right this way, Ezio. Nowhere left to run now!
Not for me, and not for you.
Kill that dog! Cut him down!
That dulls the pain.
What does it take to kill you, eh? Why will you not die?
This moment is a strange animation to me. Remember, Ezio's right blade is broken.
Well, the old hound still has a bite.
The book you carry, where is it?
Niccolo Polo's journal. This will do you no good. Not now. We have found one of the Masyaf keys already, and are closing in on the rest.
What is in that library is not for you, not for the Templars.
You can have Altair's books, Ezio. We only want guidance. We only want directions. To the location of the Grand Temple.
Grand Temple? Tell me more, now! Requiescat in pace, bastardo.
This apple. It is a remarkable piece of work. Feel the material, hard as steel, but very light.
You really want to be fooling with that thing?
I do. I absolutely do. I have been waiting a long time to get my hands on one of these.
Okay, you're making me nervous, Bill.
Don't be. I don't think I have the right genes to properly wield it.
Oh, but Desmond, you think he does?
What the hell just happened?
You were snooping. Wandering outside the Desmond partition. So once the Animus located you, it pulled you back here. It's just following orders. Like a fail-safe program. Trying to keep your poor head intact, whether you like it or not.
What are you doing here exactly?
Playing. Learning. Waiting. A lot of waiting. I keep the Animus distracted as best I can. For you, so you can explore. Otherwise it might hunt you down like a little virus and, delete you.
Well, my guardian angel.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, Thanks.
Sean, it's me. What's happening?
Dear sister, Masyaf is overrun by a battery of Templars, and their motive is clear. They desire the secrets locked away in Altair's library. Secrets they believe will lead them to something called the Grand Temple. Whether or not this is true, I do know the library is real. I have seen its door for myself. But none can enter. Not without 5 keys which were sent to Constantinople with Niccolo Polo almost 300 years ago. Claudia, I must find these keys. The Templars have already located one, and I do not know how difficult it will be to find the others. Only time, skill, and a bit of luck will tell. A magnificent sight.
It is a work in progress.
No city in Europa has a skyline quite like this.
Well, to be precise, that is Europa. That is Asia.
Ah. Some borders even the Ottomans cannot move.
Very few.
You are Italian by the sound of it, but your outfit is not. Have you been traveling long?
Sì, da molto tempo. I left Rome 12 months ago, looking for inspiration. And that search brought me here. When I was a child, my father told me stories about the fall of Constantinople.
You must mean the conquest of Constantinople. I suppose the moral of any story matches the temper of the man telling it.
That we can agree on.
Güzel. Constantinople is a city for all kinds and creeds. Students like me or travelers such as yourself. I have so much work to return to, but it is good to be home.
Work? When I was your age, my interests were mainly salve.
Incredible. I am surprised you got anything done.
As was my mother.
It was a pleasure speaking with you, Beyefendi. I hope you find something to hold your interest here.
I have faith I will.
Yardım edebilir miyim efendim?
Grazie, dear boy.
A scholar and a gentleman. You are full of surprises.
Very few, my friend. Eksik olmayın.
Hoş geldin kardeşim. Unless the legend is a lie, you are the man I long to meet. Renowned master and mentor. Ezio Auditore de La.
Prego.
Forgive me. I have a hard time remembering that Italian gibberish.
Da Firenze, the city where I was born.
Ah, yes. So, by your custom, I would be Yusuf Kazim da Istanbul. I like that.
Istanbul. Yet another name for this city.
Evet, it's a local favorite. Come, Mentor da Firenze. I will show you around. Welcome to Galata district. For centuries, it has been a home to orphans from Europa and Asia alike. You won't find more diversity anywhere else in the city. And for that reason, assassins make it their home.
I would like to see where.
Kesinlikle. The Brotherhood is always eager to meet the man who put the Borgias out to pasture.
Oh. Does everyone in this city know I'm here already?
Well, your Holy Land tussle with the Templar did not go unnoticed.
When I first set out, violence was so far from my mind. I sought wisdom. The contents of Altair's library.
Not realizing it has been sealed for 3 centuries?
No, I assumed as much. But I never expected to find Templars guarding it.
Very troubling, no? 5 years ago, Templar influence here was minimal. A small faction with dreams of restoring the Byzantine throne. But they're growing in number, day by day. And the Sultan Bayezid on his way out. They may try something dramatic.
Is there no heir to the Ottoman throne?
Not just one, 2 angry sons. It's a familiar pattern with these royals. When the Sultan coughs, the princes draw their swords.
I'm realizing that there's a lot less room for commentary
Between the
in this game.
Templars and the Ottomans, you must stay busy.
Ezio, I barely have time to polish my blade.
Just an incredible amount of dialogue, and most of it's, well-written, good stuff. Can't just talk over it.
More Templars! Look sharp! No. Watch.
The
Byzantium is dead, as are you. The whole city wakens to welcome you, Ezio. First the regents, now the rats. Ottoman soldiers have a special loathing for these Byzantine thugs. That gives us some breathing room.
How much?
Just a little. They'll still kill you if you look at them wrong. But they will feel bad about it later.
Touching.
It's not so bad, really. For the first time in many decades, the assassins have a strong presence here. It wasn't always that way. Under the Byzantine Emperor, the assassins were hunted down and killed on the spot.
Whoa! Pichler! Adutlar!
We're almost there.
Ivanlar!
Yerle biret! Yok be! This way.
Yok be!
Everyone wants Ezio dead. Holy cow.
Pis herifler! Sıçanlar!
Amusing.
How dare the people object to my pickpocketing? How dare they? And I am exuding righteous indignation.
Mentor, say hello to your extended family.
Salute a voi, assassini. It is an honor to find such fast friends so far from home.
You see, brothers? Our mentor is not afraid to weep openly in front of pupils.
Do not worry. We will not make a habit out of it.
Ezio and I were ambushed on the way here. I'd like some of you to do a sweep of the area. Hey, man! And you, Ezio. Your weapons and armor are in a pitiful state. Maybe find some money and repair what you can. There is a blacksmith nearby. He's a friend.
Buona idea.
Sıçanlar!
I pay you the highest. I may be expensive, but my goods are worth the extra.
Alçaklar.
Praise the heavens! We feared we had lost our mentor to the vices of the big city.
I am content with my own vices, grazie.
So, what's on your mind, Ezio?
Tell me more about the Templars. You call them Byzantines. Yet the Byzantine Empire was overthrown 60 years ago.
These men are remnants of a line loyal to the cause of the last emperor, Constantine XI. Who leads them now, however? I cannot say.
Capisco. I suppose it is up to me to find out.
Ezio, where is your hook blade?
My hook blade?
You've never seen one? I grew up using these.
Show me how it works.
Think of the hook blade as an extension of yourself, Ezio.
Well, that failed.
He'll hurt someone. One slip.
Come on, Yusuf. What are we doing? I think we've got a glitch. So what is there? Abort mission? Or we can just quit the game. Maybe just return to Animus Island. See what happens with that. I apologize for the glitch there, guys. It's not fun.
Think of the hook blade as an extension of yourself, Ezio. Must I?
Here, come on.
There we go. Got past where he was.
You think I cannot make this one? Didn't break a sweat!
Here, come on. How does he do that?
Çocuklarım için.
Watch and learn, Ezio. We call this a hook and run. Sprint at your opponent, and just as you reach him, use the hook blade to slip by. Harika! Shahane. Harika. The standard Ottoman hook blade has two parts, you see. The hook and the blade. So you can use one or the other. An elegant design. How about the bigger challenge? Hmm?
Va bene, let's go.
Having fun? That's right. Let the hook blade do the work. İşte böyle. Throw yourself into it. Welcome to Constantine, Ezio, the crossroads of the world. Many generations of men have ruled the city, but they have never subdued her. She always bounces back.
It seems a fine place to call home.
It is. Race you to the bottom?
While I'm up here, there's only a couple of times you really need to climb this tower in the game. Here, and when you do the tomb or whatever it is, it's inside of here. So, while I'm up here, I should get Ishak Pasha's journal that's up here, and the Animus fragment that's on the way down. I'm not going to pick up a ton of these in the game, just like I didn't pick up a ton of them during Brotherhood. But if it's especially convenient like this one, we'll get. Besides, look at that view.
I'm impressed, Yusuf.
of these big open battles between secret societies to be happening in the streets. I get that. But in a way, it gives you that role of being the mentor, of being in charge of a group of fighters that you don't really get just having, 6 to 12 assassins that you can command. And Brotherhood goes even further with being able to set up guilds in cities all over the Mediterranean. I will try to avoid doing any of that stuff in the live stream, but I spend just so many hours micromanaging the Mediterranean guilds and just increasing all my daily incomes and making sure that I've still got everybody high enough level that I'm not going to lose the cities, and just maintaining my city control levels. And it's a blast for me. I love the combination of Mediterranean defense and Den defense. And a lot of people don't. I think that this is where Revelations quality side content comes in. They ditched the guild missions for the most part. There's like one for each guild that were kind of the bread and butter of Brotherhood, and they ditched assassination contracts, which really filled out both AC2 and Brotherhood. I just finished off AC2's assassination contracts earlier tonight, and they're fantastic. They're fun. Brotherhoods are a lot of fun too. And so I was sad to see assassination contracts go, but I also really like this new stuff, and I kind of wish I could have both. I wish I could have a game that has assassination contracts and Den defense and all these guild managements, and just, yeah, I could go for it. Anyway, here we go. Den defense. One of the nice things I was talking about, how you can level your assassins up really quickly with it. Your assassins can be off on missions, and they still get XP for Den defense, like no matter what anyone's doing. And so it stacks. So while it is, de facto the fastest method. Can't do jack yet. Okay. While it is de facto the fastest method for
Make your stand there.
Leveling up your assassins, it stacks with all the other methods,
Secure that point.
Love that music.
Defend that area. Make your stand there.
Let's go.
Make your stand there.
I like to fill the rooftops primarily with crossbowmen early on, and then move towards riflemen towards the end. Especially if there's a siege weapon. I mean, your kit is going to look a little bit different depending on what you're expecting to see. One important note, in case you don't know, after enemies die down there, you can kind of press B over the bodies, and sometimes you'll loot either money or morale from them, and that allows you to have more morale. Obviously. I mean, a good deal of it, you're just waiting. But what's nice about that is, you watch the morale. It's all about just hoping. It's resource management. It's all it really is. It was a waste of a cannon shot. It's not a big deal. It'll come back long before anything comes around. You do get less XP for using cannon shots and stuff. I'm not too concerned about it.
Make your stand there.
You get enough XP.
Hold there.
Alright, so this is the point where I start primarily using riflemen. You want to have, because the crossbowmen don't do any damage to siege weapons, so you want to have enough riflemen because they can penetrate the armor on the siege weapon. Later on, as you unlock more units, I also like to use caltrop bombers who stop foot soldiers, right? No. that was a rifleman back there. Caltrop bombers will stop foot soldiers and usually get 1 or 2 air assassins per rooftop. You can see I'm just picking up Aksha and morale just a little bit, you know, as I go. It's telling me I can use the cannon. I don't really want to use the cannon at the moment. Let's just get some guys out there. I mean, listen to that. Who doesn't love this music? So after every gunshot, I always try to just spam B. I guess it's circle on PlayStation, or it is on PC. Just to loot the guys. Gotta kill them if they're running away, because that means more morale, that means more of everything, really. I get 3 over there. I can't quite see that rooftop. Yeah, I got 3. Okay. Let's get some more riflemen over here.
Secure that point.
Like I said, just lots and lots of riflemen at this point. We really want to be able to do as much damage as we can to that siege weapon. Oh, they fled. It means a whole lot of morale is lost there. Here comes the siege weapon. I think we're out of slots on these 2 rooftops. I don't want to bother opening up another one. So what I'm gonna do instead is upgrade that. If I end up with any more spots,
I need you to hold that point.
Here, there's something over there to loot. Sometimes you'll see him shining. There's a little glimmer, animus glimmer there.
Make your stand there.
All right, here comes the siege weapon then. Basically fully kitted out on these 2 rooftops. I'm going to open up another rooftop back here because I can't fill anything else up front. If I end up with more morale and need to put more guys out, I can put them up there. There's often riflemen that come with siege weapons, so I mean, in general, in the defenses, you end up losing a lot of guys on the roof. When that happens, I tend to replace them with riflemen. Yep, that's the tutorial den defense, so it's not really very difficult. I mean, you look at it, you get Assassin's Apprentice 8 XP, 800. I don't have any apprentices yet, which sucks. But I mean, each time I think it's between 500 and 800 depending on your performance. And it's an incredibly quick way of leveling up your assassins. And if you enjoy it, like I do, it's lots of fun too. So I feel bad for the vast majority of the AC fan base that seems to really despise Den Defense.
Send word if the Templars regroup.
If you like it,
I will be with
really,
Yusuf at the Grand Bazaar
handy.
then.
Take a ferry across the Halij. It's the fastest way to the peninsula.
Alright, before we head across the Hajj, let's climb this tower and sync the viewpoint. And we'll go continue on to end of sequence 2. We are still on sequence 2, are we not? I really hope I didn't inadvertently end up going to sequence 2. But is there an animus fragment on top of that? There's not. There's 1 or 2 of these den towers that have animus fragments atop the tower. It's a beautiful game. There's a nice mist to it, which I'm sure is to help cover certain aspects of the draw distance, as it often is. But they managed to make it very beautiful, whereas I think in Syndicate it comes off often as ugly. You know, and London is an industrial city. I got a good laugh out of watching the new Wonder Woman film with her reaction to arriving in London and said, "Oh, it's so ugly." And I don't want to hate on London. I don't hate London. I don't hate British people. I think they're wonderful. I mean, my ancestors are British. It's a proud heritage and a proud country. And beautiful, wonderful culture that has done much to bless the world, as many cultures. However, I do think that London's a fairly ugly city. I'm not a big city guy, though. I don't know what it is. I like Assassin's Creed. It helps me deal with my strong dislike of crowds and my strong dislike of large cities. Not really. I didn't really grow up a small town boy. I loved big cities, and so when I moved to Europe for a couple of years, I loved Brussels. I loved Rotterdam. You know, they're not huge cities, and Rotterdam's a decent-sized city, as is Brussels, but you know, it's not London. And I ended up going to London a couple of years ago, and you know, it had its high points, but you know, I love living way up high in the Rocky Mountains, surrounded by beautiful mountain peaks, canyons filled to the brim with fishing rivers and campsites and hikes to be made. I don't know why I'm going and trying to upgrade everything. I have no money. I think everybody's kind of got their own lifestyle, but you know, when all those personality tests I've ever taken, they always ask, you know, whether you prefer a beach house or a cabin, and I have to say, quite frankly, I prefer the cabin. Oh my goodness, the guy's really aggressive. Love his dagger, though. Sometimes when you get close enough to those guys, they'll pull out their dagger and you can pick it up, so you don't have to get it from the store. Yep. Cheapsio. Let's double check where we are in the sequence. Alright, we are a significant way through sequence 2. I think this is the final mission of sequence 2, I want to say. After this, I'm going to call it a night because it is quite late here. And I'd like to get some sleep. It's been a long week, but I will stream again tomorrow. I think perhaps I'll stream sequence 3 a little bit early in the day and then spend a good portion of the day getting upgrades. Typically in this game you can kind of get through sequence 3, then get basically everything else in the game done, and go back and finish 4 through 9.
You fight like a man late for his own wedding.
See, by about 25 years.
I was too late to save the bazaar then, unfortunately. But now that my army has doubled in size, we'll take it back together. This way! When the Templars take control of a district, they flaunt their presence. Hanging banners, extorting the merchants. It's a constant battle to keep them at bay.
Alright, Yusuf, let's walk.
In every victory.
They are quite bold. Why does the Sultan tolerate this?
Sultan Bayezid is far away, Ezio. Warring with his son Selim, many Fersa northwest of the city. He has been away for years, at least since the earthquake, and maybe even before. He is blind to all this turmoil.
Ah, but your eyes are open, see?
Hem defal, Tashigibi. Believe it.
So I'm not particularly, I guess, well-versed in Ottoman history, unfortunately.
Too many to engage directly.
I am not confident a smoke bomb will help us here.
Smoke bomb? Ezio, it's time you Italians joined the 16th century. These do not obscure. They distract.
But I
Let's move.
don't know
You are full of surprises today.
where the Ottoman seat of
Crafting
power
explosives
was
is a new
before
hobby. One we borrowed from the
1453, or
Chinese
even
and
whether
updated with great passion.
Constantinople was
You will have to
considered that
teach
seat
me.
of power.
Who is the mentor here?
After that, I mean, the
Ezio?
capital
I'm
of
beginning
Turkey
to wonder.
today is Ankara, is it not? I wonder if that's the traditional capital. Oh, stuff to Wikipedia. Pick up a lot of that kind of stuff in Assassin's Creed. I remember,
Your
I'll
turn.
get to that point in a minute.
Make me proud.
There was a point in the lead up to Assassin's Creed 2, and I don't know if they lied or if this is because Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was basically cut content from Assassin's Creed 2.
There they go.
Initially, they told us that Assassin's Creed 2 was going to end
Hurry.
in
We're nearly there.
1503. Now, we still believed that to be the case, even though it ends in 1499. We still believed that to be the case around the time that the Assassin's Creed Lineage movie came out. For those of you who don't know, Assassin's Creed Lineage is a short film that was released on YouTube before the release of Assassin's Creed 2 that follows Ezio's father in the days before Assassin's Creed 2 starts.
This is another of our many dens, taken by Templars, as you can see. Somewhere among this rabble is a Templar captain. Kill him, then climb the tower and light their signal fire. This warns the Templars that it is time to pack up and go.
Bene, you create a distraction. I will send them home.
Now, the villain of that short film is the same villain as the main game, Rodrigo Borgia. They didn't name him in the film. They didn't say what his name was. He was just the shadowy figure who wore a cloak and kind of showed up every now and then to cause trouble.
It's you over here.
And so, I got all curious, you know, after watching the film. You know, who's this guy? Does he have something to do with the game? You know, and so what I ended up doing is just watching the end credits, so I went to like IMDb for Assassin's Creed Lineage and kind of figured out who is who. Then I looked at the end credits and figured out that this actor, I don't remember his name, but was portraying Rodrigo Borgia, and that he was doing that both in the
Search the area carefully. And you might see him
in the game and in the
about
movie.
like a peacock.
At this point in time, I didn't know much about the Borgias,
Use those legendary
their
sensors of
history,
yours, Ezio, and scan the streets.
and
You'll find our target.
so I looked him up on Wikipedia, you know, and everyone tells, or not everyone, but in school they often tell you not to use Wikipedia, and I think this slightly different philosophy is necessary, and it's take Wikipedia with a grain of salt. But I think that should apply really to everything. They teach you to be too trusting in certain sources in school and not trusting enough. They teach you to be too trusting in peer-reviewed journals, which, you know, are there's a cadre of peers that reviewed it, so does that make it true? We're too often too obsessed with what somebody else says is truth. I guess I can get on board with that, what Ezio says at the end of AC2, that we need to determine things for ourselves. I'm not trying to say that in any sort of anti-religious light. I'm strongly religious as a result of having decided things on my own. So anyway, what I ended up figuring out from going to Wikipedia, that was an entirely different tangent. I'm sorry, that was tired rambling right there. What I ended up figuring out from going to Wikipedia was that Rodrigo Borgia, you know, eventually became the Pope. I said, oh my gosh, so what's the deal with that? well, that this Pope died in 1503 and that it was suspected that he was murdered. And I said, oh my gosh, we're gonna kill the Pope. You know, I was kind of glad when it turned out a little bit different from that, but it was just one of those moments where Wikipedia gave me a big aha moment about the games.
I'm seeing very strange activity in the Animus.
Oh?
The CPU should be fairly idle, but the system monitor is spiking regularly, sometimes as high as 85%.
Is it serious?
I'm not sure. Desmond's signs are stable.
Well, if there isn't a problem, let's not try to fix anything.
Fair enough. God, I need a drink.
Of course, that ended up being a bit of a spoiler when I got to Rome at the end of AC2 and realized it was only $14.99. I realized 16? That Rodrigo Borgia historically couldn't die for another 4 years.
Desmond, think about this. What if I went with you?
With me? Where?
It could work. Just for a while. Until I found a way out. Another body, maybe, or a... I don't know. I don't want to be here anymore.
That's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
No. I guess I had my chance. And I wasted it.
Clay is creepy and insane in here. I think Clay is one of the best characters in the series, and not enough was done with him.
Were they close? Desmond and Lucy? I mean, closer than friends?
Well, there was the occasional misty-eyed moment, but,
She liked him, Bill. That's what she told me. Interesting.
That's it? Just interesting?
I spent a lot of time training each of them when they were younger. She was a remarkable woman. I just find this whole situation quite sad.
Sad? Are you finally getting soft on us, Bill?
Constantinople, called Istanbul by the Turks, has welcomed me as one of its own. The assassins here, led by an affable fighter named Yusuf, take great pride in their city. A place as diverse and colorful as one could imagine. But it is a troubled city too. A rebellious faction of Byzantine Templars still fights to retain influence. And their recent attacks have delayed my search for the Masyaf keys. But this will not last. As soon as I am able, I will begin looking for Nicolo Polo's former trading post, in search of clues that will bring me nearer to the Masyaf keys. How did we do?
We have won the day and recovered Aden. But we lost a few friends in this fight.
So much death for so little gain.
You have some experience recruiting new assassins, do you not?
More than a little.
The people here are quite sick of these Templar attacks. Can you turn on your charms and find us a few more recruits?
See, but this den will not do for training them. Not this soon.
A good point. Speak with one of my men in Galata after you are finished. He can help you begin their training.